We finally got the upgrade here. This is a CSF 2850K, I believe that's the part number, full size radiator. I actually got this from HP Autosports, so if you guys need anything, make sure to check them out. By far is the best place. Them and JHP USA, I believe they're called, where I found all my stuff, and obviously miscellaneous stuff on eBay. Stores that I'm sorry, but I can't recall. But if anything, you can send me a message and I can see if I can find it. But yeah, so I found this. I got this shipping everything about 400, I want to say, and I'll be comparing it, side by side with this half-size Mishimoto K-swap radiator. There's nothing wrong with this application, but for what I want and I want to do in the future, this ain't gonna cut it. I mean, it's fine. I can probably upgrade the fan, maybe get a custom shroud or something, because I can tell that Mishimoto didn't make this shroud friendly at all. It doesn't have the mounts or anything, so that's kind of like poor on their design. I really don't understand what happened there, because I've seen some of their B and D series ones that do have the mounts for the shroud. So I'm not sure, but you could make your own. Or buy something compatible and make it work, obviously custom welding and all that, and then pop a bigger fan in there with high CSF fans, and hey, you're all set to go. This one's also rated for boost, so there's nothing wrong with this. Obviously I am upgrading, so it has to go. So we're gonna start unboxing this one. This one comes with the options of switching. You can see the fittings for the to an AN fitting or to a regular, so you can use a regular hose, which is nice. The other one was just already fixed to a regular hose, like a rubber hose. So I believe it was an older fitting, and the design was pretty much the same. Just a couple things were a little bit different. This is how it comes. Take these off, obviously. And I am going to be gentle with it. I do not want to mess it up. It's kind of nice how they have all these stuff to protect it. And I am doing this with one hand, so let me get back to doing this with two hands. So I'm not sure if it can capture it, but here it is. It looks absolutely nice. It comes with this little blue plastic kind of like foam type thing to protect the fins. And yeah, it looks amazing, this full size, and it's not even that heavy either. Obviously it's aluminum, but it's a really nice weight to it. It comes with some stickers. I'm sorry, I can't really tell how the camera's facing. Hopefully it's capturing everything. It has some stickers, bolts for the shrouds, and I have my own shroud that I am going to be testing on it, which I bought off of eBay. It's just a generic shroud that I bought, and I am going to be mashing it up to see, because obviously it's going to have to get custom for the bolt holes to align. So let me go ahead and start comparing these. So I do have on top the Mishimoto. As you can tell, it's obviously a little bigger. Look at that, it's way bigger. Sorry, it's way bigger than your Mishimoto one, and I mean, for the cost, you can't go wrong. It's I mean, obviously this one is at $379, I believe, but tax, shipping, everything, you're looking at $405, all obviously according to where you live and the address. And then this one, I bought it straight from Mishimoto. It's like $348, so for the price, you can't not beat it. All right, so I'm just mocking up the shroud that I was talking to you about. I am going to be further going into a little review, so you guys can actually see the radiator for you guys, for yourself, if you guys are interested in picking one of these up, which by far is amazing. I'm not saying Mishimoto's is not up there, but my top picks when I reevaluated myself was obviously the CSF and Koyo. Not sure about any other out brands out there, but these are the ones that I was planning on. So, all right, so this is the eBay shroud that I was talking to you about. I made the mistake of cutting these tabs here because I was trying to mock it up here, and obviously was touching this side, and long story short, sorry, it was too big. So by looking at it, it fits perfectly. So you can see tabs align, and the tabs align pretty much down here. So I made a crucial mistake of doing that, but it's okay. I have the tabs somewhere around the garage, which I have to obviously get welded because I don't weld, but I do have a welder. So he is. I will be hitting him up, but I did have to custom, as you can see, the red marker. Add this SPAL 1226 CSFMs 12-inch onto this one. So this is the original fan. It's an 11-inch. I was mocking it up. So just in case, if you go with the Mishimoto, the biggest size you can run, obviously, it's 11. So this is an 11 size fan, and then this is a 12-inch, 11-inch, 12-inch. All right. So I had to customize the actual shroud so it can fit. So obviously marker, you can see the holes from the previous one do not align whatsoever, so I had to drill these holes out and then put it in there pretty much, as you can see. Okay, it's all custom, and these are the existing ones, and I had to cut all this out a lot more because it was too small and it was restricting, so that way it'd be a lot better for obviously for the radiator that I got. But I still have to see if I can cut these sides here, because obviously it's a little bit obstructing, so you can tell just a little bit, but I think it should be fine. And yes, I am going with one fan in the meantime, and then it should be fine. I am getting a little bit more flow in the radiator, so having the full size. But yeah, I don't know. I do not want to go through the whole process of cutting this out again, because I could buy this again, and it wasn't that bad. Actually, I forgot the seller, but I got it off eBay. It was like $63, which it wasn't even bad. It was really good. And the material's not bad. Obviously, it's from China, so like everything else. But yeah, so let's get on to actually reviewing the whole radiator. Looking at it, obviously, you got your brackets for the shroud. This will be nice if this up here had a cut, so I can go down and up, out and up. That'd be a lot nice if I can do that. That way I can position it and have it as close as possible, so that way I can get a better seal onto the radiator. You got your drain. I don't know if this is a drain, but you do have two of these. Maybe it's for a sensor, I'm not sure, but you have these two. Part number right there. This is I believe that's the inlet. Outlet goes to the thermostat. Alright, pick this sucker up. You got the top shroud inlet, I believe. Another looks like a 1/8 MPT right there. And then this is so cool. You have your option of putting for the overfloat, the coolant overfloat, however size you want it. You can put it in the middle, you can put it on the right hand side. This is my right here. And then that way, according to how you have your overflow. So that's pretty cool. I did not see that whatsoever. I'm not sure what this is. I'm guessing it's for the little mount, so that way I can, won't move or whatever when it's in the engine. And this, I believe it's the front, which nothing special about it. But yeah, look at it. It's like polished finish. You can see, I can see myself. It's pretty cool. Alright, so onto the shroud. As you guys can see, I went with a 12-inch fan, and it's a 1226 CSF fans, and then the shroud itself is just a generic. So you can see eBay. It's crazy because I think the tabs are pretty much universal. So if you get this radiator along with this shroud, it will work. Like, it was pretty much plug and play. It will work. This right here, this shroud was about 63 bucks. Out the door was like 70 with tax and shipping and all that. And then the fan, I got it on Amazon, but nonetheless, it is a small fan. And there is the part number for you guys. So yeah, like the only bad thing about it is I had to customize it. So I had to cut the diameter, the circumference a little bit bigger to make it work, and drill some new tabs onto it. I am leaving the existing hose just for when I'm driving, so that way it has a little bit more of airflow can flow, and it's not restricted as much, because that's when the car cools the most. But nonetheless, it works perfectly fine. Or you can go, I'm going to put them down on the screen, or you can go with the CSF shroud. I seen them retail for 180 something, you know, give or take $200, and it comes with the fan too. Or sometimes I've seen them just selling the shroud itself for a lot of money, like $200. So I'm not sure what the price is, but I know it's about 200 give or take. So if you go this route, like I said, the fan was about $100 and about 63. You are saving, but you know, if you want obviously more perfect fitment, because the CSF shroud does cover a lot more area than this, but that's why I went ahead and got sealing tape on it, just to make sure that everything is sealed up correctly, so I get a better seal when I'm with the shroud. So yeah, so if you guys do want to go this route, this is what I did. Not hard, and you save yourself a couple bucks in the process. And you can go with any fan you want. You don't have to go with small. You can slap a different 12-inch fan that you want. I just decided to upgrade from the 10, but you know, this is obviously meant for an 11. So if you want to run an 11, you can go ahead and do that. Right, so here we have the 2850K, and this is for a 92 to 2000 Civic, K20 to K24. That's that was advertised. CSF, full-size radiator. So I went ahead and took the little plastic out so you can show you. I got all this blue tape here because I am still prepping the area, and I am cutting, because apparently you have to cut the mounts. It's not a plug and play feature like the Mishimoto, so you're gonna have to alter your mounts. So what I did was I altered my condenser ones, because when you put it on, pretty much the condenser one makes it from not falling in. So I took those two tabs out, and then it fell right on the, as you can see at the bottom where I have that grommet right there, and then this side, which is on the passenger side of the front, it fell right directly on the radiator support, on the brackets of the radiator side. And then this side right here, I'm gonna have to fabricate, as you'll guys see later on in the videos, a mount, or I might just leave it as is for right now, and then later on along the lines I'll run something. But I mean, it is kind of sketchy because I do have most of my weight on the driver's side, which is this side over here, and that's the least side that I have support on, because I had to break those brackets. But yeah, here is pretty much the rest of it. I mean, you guys have probably seen a whole bunch of them. And when it comes to buying these, you guys need to make sure that you get the correct one for your application. They do have one for Integras, and it's still the same part numbers of 2850K. Just make sure that you're getting it for an Integra. This one's for not like the Civic, like I was mentioning. If not, it's going to be really difficult to get it in the car. Just a little bit more work for you to customize the mounts and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure you could make the Integra one work. But just save yourself some time and get the Civic one. Like I said, you're gonna have to cut. It's not a straight plug and play. The advertisement does not specify anything whatsoever. You do have to cut, so that's something to be aware of for you guys. Alright, so here we have the half-size Mishimoto. As you can see in the video, I pretty much ran through it, briefly described a little bit of both of them and comparing with the CSFM, but decided to go back and take the little plastic cover off, and that way show you guys a little bit better. And I mean, you guys already saw a little bit more on the top and all the bottoms and stuff like that, but I'm showing you the Mishimoto one. And don't mind this, like, as I explained, this is just overspray from when the car got painted. It pretty much will come like this, or I don't know how the new ones look if they have the Mishimoto actually written all over the radiator itself. But this is what you're looking at for the radiator. It's not that big, to be honest. I was so surprised, but it is meant to fit perfectly with your EG chassis, so it does clear the radiator support, and this side right here tucks right in. So that's nice. You don't have to cut any mounts or modify anything. This bolts up directly. This bolts up directly to the condenser brackets. Given that you get bushings and stuff like that, so that way it runs fine. And then you got this guy right here to put your bracket in the top as well. Overall, it wasn't bad. It's just I don't agree with the size. It's really small, and it only allows you to run a 10. And as you guys saw, the biggest is an 11. You cannot run a 12 in this. But you cannot run it. But other than that, here it is. If you guys are interested, it is really tiny, as you can tell, small. But I mean, it did serve me for some time, and it did its. Alright, so that is going to conclude the video. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't forget to message me or leave them at the bottom. And thanks for watching. Almost forgot, but stay tuned. Next video is going to be pretty much the process of installing this bad boy onto the EG, and I'll take you step by step, how I'm going to do it and what I'm doing. And the process is going to be pretty cool, so just stay tuned for that video.